What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Dr. Nina, and today I'm super excited to be bringing you guys a video on makeup for beginners. It's a natural everyday makeup look, but we're taking it from day to night, and by we, I'm talking about my amazing and beautiful makeup artist, Sabrena Cross, who's going to be teaching us all the small tips and tricks that we can use in order to get a quick and perfect look that looks good from day to night. She's also going to be teaching me from my own makeup bag, so items I already own, not professional grade per se, just simplistic items that you can use every day, and everything is listed down below in the information section. So excited because I told y'all new things were coming and they are here. And so today we're going to be doing a beginner's makeup day to night look, and I'm so excited because I get to join Sabrena Cross, one of my good friends. She's also a coach, a life coach. She's also a makeup artist. She's a motivator. She does so many other things as well as styling. So when you guys have seen me in some of my video shoots, photo shoots that you guys have complimented, that's who did it. My intro, the makeup there, that's who did it. So you guys have even complimented me on my makeup over the past few years, and she has taught me so many different things. So I'm gonna have Sabrena tell you guys just a little bit about who she is, just a little bit of where to find her across the internet.
Yes, I'm Sabrena, as she said, Coach Sabrena, and I have been, of course, doing makeup, coaching, all of that good stuff for many years, and I pretty much think you covered the bases. So I think she did a great job with introducing me. You guys can definitely find me online at www.sabrenacross.com, or on all of my social media handles, it's Sabrena Cross.
Awesome. So I'll make sure that all of her information is found down below in the information section, where y'all always looking for all the good. And also behind the camera, we got a new friend, Mr. Jason Bowie, who is my new videographer, my only videographer. We're excited because this is a new era of the videos. While I have you, thanks to all of you all who continue to support me and the Now That's Life podcast with Dr. Nina. It's now been played in over 50 countries and has thousands of listens. I'm so excited. Check out the links below for all the places it's available, like Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And by the way, a new episode just posted on how to protect your damn energy. Make sure you thumbs up this video if you like it, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel and also my vlog channel. Make sure that you come back on all Thursdays and some Sundays for video uploads, and also be sure to turn on that notification bell so you know when I upload. Now, I still do some things incorrect. So on today, Sabrena is really going to help with refining my process and hopefully getting me up to speed. So I'm not coming as a professional, Sabrena is. Through this, she's probably going to ask me the things I would use and also enhance what I'm doing.
Let's go.
So Sabrena, I'm going to tell you what I start with. I usually start with the Smashbox Primer, which is like my favorite primer because I am oily and it's oil free. I know some people put it on with a brush, but I'm going to show you what I be doing.
As long as you have clean hands.
Oh, yeah, let me go wash my hands real quick.
Or sanitizer.
So I'm glad you said that.
Yes.
And why should your hands be clean before you do your makeup?
Because you don't want to lift bacteria into your face.
Okay.
So definitely clean hands, because any type of germs will bring acne or any type of breakouts. You definitely don't want that.
No, we don't want it. So I'm gonna get back to my incorrect probably process. I usually squeeze out a little bit. I usually put it on the 4 major points and in the middle.
And actually, when you're rubbing, you want to rub inward.
Inward, so not like you're moisturizing.
Outward, because you are stretching your skin, rubbing outward. So you want to rub it inward.
My life has been made already and we just priming.
And you want to make sure you rub it in really nice, because you definitely don't want splotches, because it will show up in the makeup. Any type of splotching or any type of leftover, it's almost like a silicone gel. So you don't want the makeup to sit on those spots.
Did I get it in there?
You're good.
Okay. I'm matte and pat.
Yes.
I usually go for my coverage at this point.
Okay.
So I usually check to see if I have any spots, which I'm pretty good today.
Pretty good.
That don't happen all the time. Must be a good point in the month. I usually go for powder, but I know today you're going to teach me how to use foundation. I usually use the CoverGirl True Blend, but today I get to use my Fenty Beauty.
Yes.
Because when you do me for shoots, we do use a liquid base.
We do use liquid base all the time because it actually helps set the powder and it wears longer throughout the day. How would you actually use this product if you were using it?
Clearly, I don't know how because look at all that. I don't know what happened right there. I put my powder on with this. Okay. So I would put it on here and kind of press it in.
That's not bad. That's not bad because it actually gets into the pores. I'm gonna show Nina a technique on how to use it with the brush.
Okay.
To get the sheerest coverage, period. So if you'll grab the white tip brush, the fluffier the brush, the sheerer the foundation.
Oh, and this is fluffy.
The denser the brush, the heavier the foundation or the more coverage you get. Squirts just a little bit on the top with a little rotation because we're gonna have her go in circles.
Like that?
All over. And if you see the amount that she actually used, it was a very small amount, but it's giving her good coverage all over the face, so she doesn't need much.
That's a little red.
And we're gonna, yeah. But that's okay. And you wanna get it everywhere.
This is actually melting in.
How does it feel?
It feels good. It actually, I love my powder feeling, but I think it's because I assume this will be heavy and it feels light.
It's very light and it all depends on your tools. So remember that your tools are important. Under the eye here and on the temple area here.
And what's the best way to blend?
The best way to blend, of course, is circular motions. I like to do circular motions. There's no definite right or wrong. To me, that gets the foundation in really precise, really nice. It actually shears it out to the point that it looks like skin. Wow. You don't see a trace of foundation lines or anything with this type of brush.
This feels like an artistry.
I know. What do you think?
I like it.
And of course, one thing we all have to keep in mind is when we shop for foundations, make sure you're shopping for that season, because sometimes we'll buy foundation in the summertime and we're darker or redder or
and
tan.
August in the summer.
Yes, and when we get to winter, we're actually lighter, and a lot of people don't consider that. So make sure you consider the season when you purchase your foundations. Actually, we're going to teach you how to cool it down on this warm look. So we're going to cool it down, brighten it up just a little bit. What would you do next, Miss Nina?
I would go to these brows.
Okay, it's no right or wrong. I would generally start with the eyes first. And the purpose for starting with the eyes is any fallout of eyeshadow, you don't have to worry about cleaning up your makeup. But that's okay because we only have a layer of foundation on. So we stop at the foundation at this point. We don't do anything else. We go straight to the brows, straight to the eyeshadow, and then we'll finish off with the powders, the concealers, and things like that.
I feel like I'm in one of your classes. Normally, I'm the one that has to teach, but teach on, teacher. I usually use this Brow Wiz. I don't have my favorite one with me today. I normally use Benefits. This one tends to be a little dark, so I go light-handed on it.
That's good. Anytime you have a dark pencil, if you don't want dark brows, I will actually show you a quick technique on how to soften them. Stop. Nina started at the very corner of her brow. I always suggest starting a little bit behind the start of the brow, and it's a reason for that.
I actually like that because I actually saw this fill in a little fast.
Right, because it gives you a more natural look when you don't start from the very tip of the brow, because most people tend to square their brows off, and that's what we don't want. We want you to have as natural of a brow as possible. You finish off that brow, and I'm going to do this brow for you so I can actually show you guys how to actually perfect your brow to make it as natural. Now, this isn't the cut crease or the real cut sharp edge brows. This is going to be a very natural brow because we're doing a really simple, soft, natural look. Okay, we'll see if you see a difference. Same pencil. Of course, I'm starting here. And I am filling the brow just where it needs to be filled. Most people tend to go in and really go heavy. I literally go with the brow strokes like a natural brow. Up, lightly.
Oh, wow.
And now I feel very lightly.
And it looks so natural.
And I'll take the brush upward, but also side to side and back up. And that takes the sharpness out of the square of the brow because you don't want square brows. It's good to use the tip of the spoolie
Oh my goodness.
You'll see.
I'm a believer.
Yeah. So do you see the difference in your brow?
I do. Mine is a little bit more square.
We're going to just brush through it. Get a real nice brush stroke in there. Soften it up. Go upward. Brush some of the pencil out. And it softened the brow a lot.
Okay. I normally would put something on my eyelids to hold my eyeshadow. So I normally go for my milk pencil, but I know today you're going to teach me something different.
You can actually use an eyeshadow base or a cream concealer.
I like using the Smashbox.
This is going to work a little bit easier for what we're about to do. So I'm using a plate. Yeah, it's good to have in your bathroom or something solid. I like to always put product away from the hand and away from the container itself. Now, do you have a concealer brush that you prefer to use, a flat brush?
No, it's called my finger.
Oh, okay. So we're going to show Nina a new technique today, okay?
Okay,
Let's see.
I'll be using this for eyeshadow. That's probably not right.
Oh, that's okay. Lightly pick up a little concealer. Want to get a little bit on the tip of the brush. And now we are going to shape the brow. Clean it up. It's okay to go with a very natural concealer like we're doing now. If Nina was actually just on the go in a hurry and she used a very light concealer, it would be way too much and she'll have to do way too much just to mute it out and get it right, and it wouldn't be such a quick look. Use this as our eyeshadow base as well. And that's another little trick. So many people use like 2 and 3 products for your highlighter and your shadow primer. No, you can use one product and get it done. So Nina, I'm gonna get you to clean up your brow on the other side. You can do it.
You have magic hands. Okay.
And all you're doing is tracing the brow that's already there, cleaning it up. That's
it. That's not bad. And then I blend, huh?
And you blend. Just bring it all the way down to the lid. Just blend it all the way to the lid.
Oh my God.
To the lash line. And you see how natural that looks?
Mm-hmm.
You're actually doing good, Nina. You're doing really good. Once we get to foundation, I'll show her how to blend it out. So now we're gonna simply go on top, and since the concealer is so much like skin, we're gonna use the same concealer. I normally would go in with foundation, but since it's not a big difference, we're going to use the same concealer.
And guys, I'm gonna be listing all these products down below in the information section, so don't worry if you miss something.
And actually, you are going to go above.
Above? Like?
Above, yes.
Oh gosh, oh gosh.
You're doing good.
Oh no. Oh.
Oh. It's okay to go down into the brow just a little bit.
Is that how it has that blended look? Like,
yes, that, and sometimes like this brow is naturally fuller here than this brow.
Oh.
We want them to look as close as possible. Sisters but not twins.
Okay.
So therefore, it's okay to go down just a little bit into the brow because it disappears. And you see how that thinned it out?
Wow. Eyeshadow. Okay.
Okay, do you use all these brushes at one time? Like during one application?
Depends on how many colors I'm blending.
Okay. We're gonna work with 2. 2, maybe 3, but 2 brushes. So we're gonna challenge ourselves to use 2 brushes.
I don't know what we're finna do, but okay.
We're gonna have fun.
Okay.
What colors would you like to go with?
Y'all know I love my golds, my bronzes, my, you know, those colors, and browns.
Okay.
Like earth tones.
So of course we have the perfect palette.
Y'all, we are using Juvia's Place, which was introduced to me by Sabrena. Look at all those beautiful, rich tones that are there. Really pretty.
We are going to start out with the round brush, which is a fluffy brush.
Just that one. Okay.
Now this is a little bit thinner than what I would like to use, but I'm gonna give her just a step up from what she's used to using, so it won't be too far off. So
and it's fluffier.
And it's fluffier. And I like to use a fluffy brush in the crease to start. She normally uses a rich color with a little shimmer in her crease. It's not a bad thing. but I'm gonna show her something that's better. So we're gonna go with a matte color. Pick up from the tip. Do you know where your crease is?
No.
Okay. If you feel in your eye, and actually, I will use the end of the brush here. That would be your crease.
Okay.
So some people may not have a definite crease like Nina, but you can definitely take a brush and kind of, don't jig your eye out, just barely press, and you will find your crease. And that's like your eye socket.
Yeah, don't be jugging your eye out me saying Dr. Nina and Sabrena told you
No, we
to
didn't.
put your eye out. Okay, so
Windshield wiper motion. Yes.
right there in that crease.
Right there in the crease.
This makes a lot of sense because that's not what I do.
And don't be afraid to really get in
Oh.
there. Do you see the difference of
Yeah.
transition? And I like to call this the transition color. You can go in with an orange. You can go in with a red or pink, any type of color, browns, purples, but you definitely want to start with a matte color. And since we're starting out with daytime, we're starting out with a very soft natural brown. And that's what you want. You want something soft, especially for daytime, for natural. And Nina is very natural and golden, so that's what we're going to do today. Give her a very natural golden. The flatter brush. Flatter brush, we are going to go in, choose the color. And she's using coppers, pretty much copper tones and really deep bronze.
The homie. The homie.
So now that she has her shadow on the flat part of her brush, she's going to press below the crease, right on the lid.
Oh, girl, press on. Press on.
Because a lot of people want to go in and swipe, and all you're doing is swiping that color right off the lid.
That would be me. A lot of
You
people
can add
would
a
be
little
me.
bit more color, and you want to get it as close to the lash line as possible
Oh my. Pressing works a lot better.
without going too high, because you definitely don't want to have that shimmer on the brow bone. So because that's going to make it all blend together up to the point you have no definition of color. One thing that I see Nina could have done differently, which is not a bad thing, is you could have not gone so far over. And I'm going to show you my technique. I swipe just lightly. 1, 2 swipes. But I literally press with a little swipe, and it's really light because I want to make sure the color is on there really nice and quick. And I'm still taking it to the outer edge, but not all the way through. And I'm making sure it's blended up. If you're working on your own face, you can still, if you can get your hand turned up, you still want to do the same thing as you did with your brow. Turn the brush upside down and just blend it. And you can take a look. Tell me what you think.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And this is an easy 1-2 step, and you're good with the eyeshadow. You don't have to use 5 different eyeshadows.
No.
In this particular case, this is just day running out and simple.
And now the fact that I have the concealer on too, it already provides a little bit of dimension too.
Yes. It's like having that third color without putting a third color. You can put a color there, but just to keep it quick and simple, you can just use the concealer as your third color.
Yay.
Okay, so what next? What would you do next?
I just used the set. Is that highlighting? I don't.
Well, this setting powder will give you a very light highlight. Do you want to lift today?
Sure.
Just a little bit of a lift. Okay, let's try the same concealer. We're gonna go in with a lighter concealer, which we could have used this on her lids as well. This one is Master Conceal.
I got it from Walmart.
Well, a lighter concealer under the eye because she wants a little bit of highlight along with her powder. I would use a little bit of a fluffier brush. And we are going to lightly press this and blend it under her eye. And because she's using a powder that's really close to her skin tone, we're gonna really blend this out. And this is going to lighten her up. In this case, we're going to show her how to blend it down into her cheekbones, just to make it more natural.
I seen those horrid pictures of people who did not blend. And I don't want to be one of them. You know, back in the day, I used to wear that crazy eyeshadow. You've seen pictures.
Yes.
I don't need to return there. But I've seen pictures of people where the blowback is so bad that you like, oh my God, did you even blend that?
Right.
And so I think I shy away from that just because
And it goes back to tools, because if you look at this concealer on her skin, that looks way too light. And again, we are lifting her color, because remember, we started out where her foundation was a little bit darker than what she wanted because it's her summer color. So now we're lifting that as well. So that's what a lighter concealer can actually do.
The Fenty foundation was in 440, and I probably should have on a 420.
I think a few other colors came out in between.
Okay, so I might need to read.
You may need to check that out. So while we're at it, because she did want to learn how to do a little bit of contouring. So we're gonna do something very light.
I'm not carving a new face.
We're going to just give her a little bit of contour on her nose. This is actually the highlighter before we get to the actual contour. Nose and forehead area. And we're going to just blend. And of course, tools make a huge difference, so remember that.
So we're putting this through basically the T-zone.
Yes.
Okay.
Through the T-zone. Because some people put it on their chin. You could, but sometimes people tend to have like this white splotch on their chin. And it looks
like
really
that
weird.
kung fu fighting. I don't have time for that. Girl, this is the best face I had every day.
You see how it went right into your cheeks?
It does.
Because a lot of people stop right here and you look like a raccoon, and we don't want to revisit those days. Now show me what you do with your powder.
Put a little bit in the top.
Well, I was going to recommend that.
I lightly touch and dab off the excess, and I just I go through.
And you can add a little bit more. Set yourself a little bit more.
And I take it through here, Sabrena, because I'm so oily. And I find that this Ben 9 keeps me from getting too oily in that T-zone.
Yes, and that is true.
And I usually just mat and pat it like this. Am I doing that right?
You're doing it right. Yeah, go ahead, because that's gonna lighten you up too. Now what I do on days that I really wanna go full on, I'll take my sponge and I press it underneath my eye. So whatever setting powder I have for underneath my eye, I actually press it in and get it in really, really good, because it's gonna help you stay matte. But it's also going to last a lot longer because you're putting it on and pressing it in a lot. Yes. The only thing I would do is come back through here. I would press it down just a little bit, because again, you can correct, so it doesn't matter where this goes, because you're gonna come back with your powder.
Somebody gonna think I got my makeup done today. Hallelujah.
You should look like that.
She actually saw me Saturday and was like,
yeah, I was like, did Nina go to another makeup artist?
I was like, what? Okay.
It's no right or wrong in some cases. When you know what you're doing somewhat, it's no right or wrong. It's no start to finish, finish to start, nothing.
I definitely know blend, blend, blend.
Blend, blend,
I don't leave unblended.
Right,
don't
that's
do that.
blend, blend, blend.
Now I know this is when I go in with my powder.
Yes, yes.
So I'm gonna go in.
Because Nina normally goes in with the Beauty Blender on an everyday basis with powder only, that gives you more coverage. So today, since we're going with natural, we're going to do it with a fluffy brush, because that's going to give a lighter coverage.
And you doing circles?
Well, actually, I literally press mine on.
Oh. Ain't gotta be cute to do this one.
Nope.
You just, my lips dry, so I can't wait till we get to that one.
Just press, press, press. And sometimes if you get darker powders, darker foundations, there's ways to play it up or down, depending on.
And I think because I use that Ben 9.
Yeah, and the Ben 9 does soften it up, lighten it up, because the Ben 9 is more golden. And of course, we have a lot of red tones in our skin because we're darker. But we have a lot of gold tones, and people don't realize at this time of year, your skin is more golden. But if you get too golden but darker, you look more olive, your makeup turns green. So it's a balance, and it's knowing how to balance it out, and that's what we just did. Notice she went pretty much over her whole face with the powder, and that actually settles the contour and the highlight. It's gonna settle it, so when we actually go in with the contour, everything is gonna look more blended, and we're gonna show her how to do that.
This is normally where I would stop, Sabrena, unless I'm gonna do like a eyeliner or yeah, my mascara.
Well, today we are going to go into contour.
Okay.
Since we're still working on your face and she wanted to learn a little contour. Actually, I would have done the powder after the contour, but we're gonna do the contour on top of the powder and I'm gonna show her how to blend it. So if you will grab your contour sticks.
I got the matchsticks, guys, by Fenty Beauty. I'll put the colors down below so y'all know that.
I normally contour with powder, but we're gonna contour with sticks today. And you can take a look while I'm doing this. Lightly.
Oh, I can take a look. I thought you was talking about them.
Lightly go in.
Okay.
Here, here,
Oh.
here. Just kind of around the forehead. I'm gonna let you do it on your side.
Uh-oh. Might look like a crayon.
Oh, you really can't mess this up with this color. I didn't even go all the way in. Some people go all the way in.
This is where I struggle because some people be looking like,
yeah.
and I don't.
And I think that's probably good for you. And since we already did her highlight, we don't have to go in with a highlight. So now we're going to take a brush with this little guy here.
This is a Fenty makeup brush.
And you're gonna buff it
like that, like that.
Yeah, you can first just blend it down. And you see how it's light. It's just lightly blended all together. This particular brush, if you see how it's made, some people go in with a really fluffy brush or a really skinny brush, and it makes a difference. You want to have the right size brush, or at least know how to take a fluffy brush and pinch it just so it can get your blending just right. Pressing it like towards the hairline. That's what you want to do.
I think I learned that from Jackie. I ain't an auntie Jackie on YouTube. I like her.
And you want to just blend it.
And I learned that from you too, because that's what you do.
Yes.
Mine. And sometimes you can see people's is still there.
You can see it. And that's what you don't want to do. You don't want to see the lines. Go up a little bit here. Yeah. Right there. Blend it. And you can see how it literally disappears. As much as we've done her whole makeup, her whole face, it's gonna look like skin more than anything, and that's what I believe in. Too much powder powders you out and makes you look chalky. I love going for the look of very natural.
And now that 440 looks actually really good.
It looks really good. And it's how you blend your products and the right tools.
And I don't have any special tools, guys. I have my Vanity Planet brushes, my Eco Tools brushes, and some brushes that I bought off Amazon.
Yeah, and it's what works. And all these brushes are hers, so what's worked.
And a Fenty Beauty brush.
And a Fenty Beauty. I would now go to the eyelashes. We are going to start with mascara. Do you actually line your eyes on a daily basis?
You know what I do? I cheat. So I just put like a little.
So this is a cheat, y'all, which I like. It's funny how we have to get really quiet when we do eyeliner.
Cause if you move,
all she did was cheat with eyeliner on the corner of her eyes, which I like that, especially for a daytime look, because sometimes we can go too heavy on liner at top and it can get so thick if we don't watch out. Nina has smaller eyelids, so therefore you don't want to overload her eyelids with too much darkness and definitely not too much liner because it's going to close her off. Okay. That's nice. Now, literally, Nina can leave like this. This can be her ultimate look on the eyes because I want to keep you here for your daytime look. Okay. And we're now going to jump to cheeks because you don't always have to have liner and a lot of things at the bottom of your eye, especially for daytime look. I think this is perfect for Nina stepping out for her everyday look. And we're going to jazz it up in just a minute. Let's go for blush.
So I normally just circle.
Okay.
And then I lightly dash.
Well, you're doing right by lightly. The only thing that I would recommend is when, especially if you start with the new blush, always start here. Start backwards and bring it forward, because if you start with a new blush and you don't know how pigmented it is, and if you catch that cheek right here on the apple, you're gonna look like Bobo the Clown.
I used to look like that. I love this Black Radiance.
Yes.
Y'all, this is nice. Black Radiance and Toasted Almond.
And actually, you can go harder with blush if you really want to. But again, it's where you start and how you blend it. You look nice and natural. Now, let's go for the highlighter. Nina loves highlighter.
Oh, God.
All of that good stuff.
Woo! I could stay in some bronzer all day.
Yes.
So I take like this brush that has a little bit of a pointed tip to it. And this is Wet n Wild. It's the crown of my canopy. I bought it at Walgreens, okay? I do this and I go back in though. So I do this.
Nina likes to be bronzed, y'all. Now this is really good for summer and springtime, bronzing in the multiple areas like Nina has done. And I actually like it because it's a really light coverage. But if you go in with a really pigmented bronzer, you probably want to keep it right here at the height of the cheekbone.
See, and I'm not done.
I know, she's not done. And right here with a thin line down the nose. You don't even have to go up on the forehead, but the way that this bronzer looks, it's okay. So I'll give her a pass on this one.
And I'm light-handed,
Yes,
so I
you
tend
are.
to be, because I've been heavy-handed in the past, and we know what those videos look like.
Yes.
So what I do now is I take my Fenty Beauty, this is Ginger Binge and Moscow Mule. I actually mix those on my cheeks. I take a flat brush.
Yes. And these are really pretty.
Really
bronze.
pretty. You can see I use the heck out of these.
Yeah.
Today.
That's really pretty. She was going in with Trophy White.
Oh.
She would go really, really light. Really, really light. Almost non-existent light.
Dash.
Nice.
Right? And I kind of take my finger,
Nice.
kind of round it just a little bit. So when I smile, you can see it. My boo be like, is that Fenty Beauty you got on? If he don't know nothing else, he know Fenty. Let's go with my finger, and just so it doesn't get too glittery. And since that's an everyday, and I kind of hit it right
on the
there.
See, she's very light-handed. For you heavy-handed people, you can't go all in. That looks good.
Yay!
Okay. So now we're gonna do a quick lip. Nina, she likes neutrals, of course.
I do.
Always a neutral girl. We're gonna do something really simple because I know she has this gloss here. I use pencils, but I do like to use matte lip glosses as liners because to me they just stay very well. It's a brown gloss and it's called Rum Cake, and we're going to give her a nice little blended line. And this particular technique, because a lot of people will say they want ombre. When you're doing a matte lip and a gloss, you're gonna get a blended lip more than an ombre lip.
And these are on your website.
Yes.
So these are on SabrenaCross.com.
Yes.
Butterfly Kisses, that's Rum Cake, and then we're gonna be going in with the
one of my new ones, and it's Hello Dolly.
Hello Dolly.
And the reason I chose this one because it has a little bit of a coral feel to it to blend with her shadow. And plus she did mention about her lips being a little dry, so it's always good to go in with a little gloss on top. So we are gonna get you to press, 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 press. And if you see, that gives Nina a nice ombre look, but it's really blended together.
And this is what I love for my photo shoots, actually.
Yes, she does. She's a fan of nudes, browns, things like that. So this is an everyday makeup look for daytime.
But I look beat.
But you look beat. She looks beat. And as she goes from her morning work day to her late night videos, this makeup will still look the same.
Because I will be filming tonight with this same face.
The look is so extra regal, simple, easy to recreate, and yet it looks so good from whatever place you're preparing to go. I also was able to recreate it simply on my own. I posted this picture over on Instagram, and I just love how I'm simply able to recreate it.
So y'all, we are back, and Sabrena has already glammed one side of my face, but you would be shocked. It didn't take much time at all. Basically taking that day look tonight.
Real quick.
Okay.
Okay. So let me know if you have any questions along the way, Nina.
Okay, I probably will.
So we are going to go back into one of Nina's palettes that she brought along, which is the Warrior 2 by Juvia's Place. And
love that palette. I bought these when they were 40% off.
yes, and they have really good specials, so guys, check them out.
Amazing.
So now I am going to literally go in with a couple colors. I like to mix my colors. Going over what she already has. I'm just blending real quick because this is going between work and play.
And you're mixing Kafuru with Wazana and Jamata.
Yes.
So they're the 3 upper corner colors.
And this is really quick. Just to smoke it out just a little bit, or if you want to go date night, cocktails with your friends. And all I'm doing is taking it through the crease. That's it. I'm taking these colors through the crease. I'm not adding any more onto the lid, just straight through the crease. And then I am going to blend really nice and quick.
And she's just using the basic brushes that we've used earlier in the video. These Juvia's palettes cost me like 15 bucks.
Yeah.
Are there any brushes you like a lot? I like Echo Tools because they can find it anywhere, but
I don't think you even know.
Oh.
I have my own brush line.
I didn't know you have a brush line.
I have my own brush line.
What's the name of your brush line, Sabrena?
Butterfly Kiss.
Butterfly Kiss on your website. How did
They're not on my website, but you can definitely contact me because I hadn't gotten them up yet, but I have them for sale. And it comes with all the basic brushes that you need. I'm just doing a quick pop on of the lash. I always line the ring of the lash with a little glue. Some people go in too heavy. And I like to sit the lash directly against the lash line without going too far up or without putting it on the lash itself. And we're gonna let that sit for just a second, and while that's sitting drying, I'm gonna go in with a little more blush, and this is gonna take it to an evening look.
Sabrena, what kind of lash did you use today?
Today I just used a nice wispy lash. It's nothing too big because I know some people, they like really big lashes. You can use any lash you want, but today is a very light lash. I have several brands that I like, Cocoa being one of the brands that I really like. Now I like to go in a little heavier on the blush when it's a nighttime look because it just amplifies everything.
And I want y'all to understand that she's actually using eyeshadow.
Yes, I'm using eyeshadow.
She's using the color Jamata in that Warrior 2 palette as a blush.
Yes. And there's so many products that you can actually use all over the face that most people won't even take a chance at using.
So we're using the Mayomi and the Amina
in the inside corner of the eye.
Is that like a circular movement?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a circular movement. I'm putting it pretty much directly in the inner eye. You don't want to go too far in. You don't want to go too far under. It's okay to blend it out just a little bit. Feather it so it won't be too much color just in one spot. Now I'm gonna adjust the lash because a lot of times people's lashes creep up because the glue is still wet. So I'm adjusting it so we can minimize the space between the lash and the natural lashes. And so while those are still drying, I am now going to go in with another shadow, lightly. And we're gonna highlight just a little bit more. Miss Nina loves to be bronzy and golden.
Yes.
So now we are going to go in and finish off that liner that Nina did earlier. She did the tip. I'm gonna take it all the way through. We do this to cover the band of the lash because a lot of times people will not cover the band and it looks so separated sometimes from the actual lid. So it just kind of camouflages the band on the lash line. And plus, if you actually ever notice separation between the natural lashes and the false lashes, sometimes you can get in there and literally camouflage it without moving the lash. And a lot of people don't know that they'll remove the entire lash. And you can camouflage it with a little liner. Open for it. Now we're gonna go in with the black liner in the waterline. There are so many different liners on the market. One of my favorites is Graph Black, and that's by MAC because it actually stays. It holds and it stays, and it's a twist up. But today I'm using a Tarte liner. It's Man Eater
by Tarte.
By Tarte. Nina loves color. I put some color on Nina once, and that's her go-to.
That's it.
So we are going in with an aquamatic color this is by Makeup Forever, and I'm going under the lash line.
Not expensive either. I think I paid like maybe 12 bucks per pen, and I have them in like 4 different colors.
And they stay.
They do. They stay all day, and they're easy to blend too.
And now I'm just taking a little eyeshadow to set it. You don't have to set these, but I'm setting hers just to blend it out a little bit more. And I'm just using an eyeshadow in one of the Juvia's Place palettes, and this one is called Abba. Now we're gonna go in with the little mascara.
And guys, she's using all my own stuff.
Yes.
The only thing that wasn't mine was the Tarte liner.
Yes.
And most of the time I use NYX liner or Sephora liner.
That is how quick it takes to transform your look from a daytime look to a nighttime look. So here we are.
You could do that at work.
Yes, you can do that in the bathroom on your way out or at your desk. Just have your makeup at.
Here's a good view of that simple and yet glam look.
Yes. So guys, what do you think? Let us know down below in the comment section. I want to thank Sabrena for being with us today. Y'all are going to be seeing more of her for some upcoming videos and projects this year. I'm so excited with the things that are to come. My face looks amazing. We did that beginner's day tonight, feeling ourselves, because I'm sure about to film some other videos. But I also feel more confident in making this work for me day to day. And I hope y'all do too. Let us know down below and let us know what other suggestions you have. Everywhere that you can find Sabrena is down below, and all the products can be found down below in the information section as well. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Remember to comment, share this video with someone who can use it, and subscribe. Yes. Beautiful brown baby doll. Peace.
Special thanks to Jason Bowie of Trinity Media Solutions for co-producing and filming today's video. His information can be found down below in the information section. Thanks so much for all the love and support over on my new website. If you haven't already, go ahead and check it out and join me for new ways to interact with me, giveaways and prizes, weekly emails, as well as my free 8-day supernatural video course, which is free when you sign up.